Hello, guys, and welcome to session 17. Can you believe it? So this one's going to be lower body focused, actually. Again, we're sort of going back to our week 2 programs, just seeing how we progress. A few bits and pieces before we begin. You will need your leg straps and your door anchor, but we won't start with it attached to the door. I'd also probably highly recommend a mat, particularly towards the end for some of the movements at the end. Other than that, same old protocols. I'll demonstrate, speak everything through, obviously come with you in the class. And that's, I think, about it. Please, shout out if you need anything else. So we'll get going with our pulse raiser and take it from there. So our pulse raiser today, we're going to be back to our side shuffles. Hopefully you've got the room for that, but again, make your adjustments. So we're just going to start by shuffling from side to side. If you need to just step, that's absolutely fine. So just side to side shuffles here. Just keep that going. Starting off nice and steady, nice and gently, as we prepare our body for exercise. And then we're obviously going to progress. So because we're sort of coming back round now, hopefully you're familiar with all the exercises that we do today. But we'll work through them one by one. So the next time we go to the right, I want us to touch down. So just touching down with the outside hand. So we're already engaging some of our muscles as we're bending down. So because this one is leg focused, our next session will be our upper body focus. So I always do recommend doing these in combination if you can. Now, the next time we go to the right, we're going to just jump up. I always pretend that I'm shooting a basketball, but whatever works for you. And again, hopefully you're feeling that now. If you can get your jumps a bit bigger, please do. We're just trying to get ourselves nice and warm. And then our last one is our skaters. So just going from side to side, nice big arm swings as we do so. So really speeding them up if you can for the last 30 seconds, so that by the end of these, you are definitely feeling it. You're feeling warmer, breathier, and ready to exercise. So just 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff, and we'll do some of our mobility. So to begin with, we're going to do some squats, but without the band. We're going to do these with the band soon, so we'll warm up here. Just a couple here. And then taking your legs a little bit further out and knees still tracking toes, but that wide stance, and we'll do a couple here as well. Just a few more. And then, if you can, after this next one, I need to come down and just sort of rock from side to side a little bit for your hips. So just come down as far as you can and try and open those hips out a little bit. If you're up here, that's fine. And we'll just finish with some upper body. Even though we're not focusing on that today, it's still good just to sort of loosen it up in preparation. So I think that's enough warming up there. We've done our 5 minutes. We're going to grab our resistance band. So just for now, not attached to the door, regular handles, and a band that is suitable for working our legs. And we're going to start with our side walks today. So for this, again, we're familiar with them, but we bring our band up to our shoulders and we're just shuffling from side to side. If we need to go forward and back because of space, that's fine. Okay, so hopefully you've got your band ready, you're good to go, and we'll jump straight on in. Here we go then. So remember, we're on to 12 reps, 20 seconds rest for week 6. Keep going. Feeling this in your glutes. Just 2 more after this one. And last one, relax there, unfortunately, just for 20 seconds here. So again, feel free to stretch out, do what you need to do to recover in this short space of time, and we're back in 3, 2, 1. There's the adaptation for this one, of course. If you don't want to use the resistance band, you're staying low and you're shuffling from side to side in that squat position. Keep going. I know I'm feeling this now, so you gotta keep pushing to the end. Just a few more. Last 2. And final 1. And relax there, 20 seconds. Again, shake it off. Do what you need to do before doing one final round here. Okay, let's prepare. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff, guys. Halfway there. Got this. Keep going. Just a few more. Last 2. And shake it out. Well done, guys. That's fab. So now we will probably end up accidentally having a bit of a longer minute, but please put on your leg straps and attach the band at the bottom of the door. So I'll give you all time to do this. So our first move we're going to be doing is our hip flexor. So for this, we're going to be facing away from the door and sort of kicking our leg forward, 12 on each side. Again, you want that band thread through, attached at the bottom, and then nice and comfortably round your ankles. We're pretty much going to keep the resistance band attached to your ankles now for the rest of the session, so please make sure it is comfy. You want the buckle at the back to begin with. We might rotate that around. But we're kicking our leg forward. So it's the hip flexor. So we want to begin by going away from the door so that you can feel it. If you have got a chair or something to stand on, that's great. And it's just that forward motion. So I'll just show you here. It's that kicking. So I'll come to the side and demonstrate. So we'll get going because we've definitely had over our minute prepping. I'm going to start by standing on, keeping my left leg straight and then kicking out with my right. So here we go then. So for you, like I said, recommend you standing directly in front, but I want you to see this movement. And it's working across that top of your hip, the muscle there. Please hold on if you need to. This isn't a test of balance. I'd rather you did the technique properly without wobbling and really targeted that muscle properly. So we'll do all 12, we'll swap over. Swap over, so now I'm keeping my right leg on the floor and then kicking out with my left. That's halfway. Relax there. Just 20 seconds. So if you need to step closer to the door to take off some of that resistance for now, but we're already coming back in 5. So here we go again, back to that first leg. So for me, that's my right leg. Let's go. So we're halfway there. And change over. Are you feeling it where it should be felt? Keep that leg nice and straight, almost lead with the heel. And 10. Sorry, 12, 11, 12. Confusing my weeks. 20 seconds rest. And then we'll go one final time with these. And you can probably work out by now what we'll do after that. So 3, 2, 1. We've been back to that original leg. Your stopping position is in line with the other foot. You don't want to be going back. So you want that tension on the whole time. And that's why it's important you step an adequate distance from the door as well. So I'm actually not touching down. If you need to, you can, but that extra challenge is to not touch down. 11 and 12. Swap over for one final time and let's go again. Nine, 10, 11 and 12. Lovely stuff. So we are going to be using our leg straps again. So if you want to stay attached, please do. Hopefully your water's in sort of reaching distance. And as per usual, when we work one side, we normally then go and work the other. So this time we're going to do the opposite, and it's going to be a standing kickback. So you'll want to probably again adjust the leg straps so that the buckle's probably now at the front. You might want to twist those round, twist that band, and it's just the reversing of that. So again, facing the door, grabbing something nearby, standing an adequate distance, and just kicking the leg back and stopping when you come in line with that standing foot. So we have got about 15 more seconds here, but it's just that standing kickback movement. Everything else nice and in line, nice and straight, head to feet alignment. Okay, so we're coming back in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 12 each side again. Controlling the entire range of motion. And again, stopping at that standing foot. That's our starting position. Straight leg, working that back, upper leg, and into the glutes as well. Just 2 more. And swap over. Just 2 more here. And 20 seconds rest. Great stuff. And coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that first leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying to keep a nice straight leg the entire time. Again, leading with that heel. 11 and 12. And swapping over. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great stuff. We've got one final set to do. Back in 15. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And here we go. Last time round. And then new exercise. Keep going. thinking about that upright posture as well. Again, I'm not tapping down, but you're welcome to do so. This is your workout. So just a few more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Again, probably still keeping the bands on if you can. And this is where you're going to want your mat if you have it available. We're coming down to the ground and we're doing hamstring curls. So for this one, you're just bringing your legs starting in the straight position and you're bringing them, curling them in. We're going to try and do both together if possible. If that's not possible for you today, you can do one then the other, but your legs would get half the reps and there would be additional rest time. So because we're on week 6, we're trying to progress. So you're really curling your hamstring, your heels all the way to your bottoms today. That's the finishing position, and then returning them to straight. So we've got, so just to demonstrate that, and returning controlled. So that is the important finishing position, and then starting with the legs at that 90 bend. Okay, so we're coming in 3, 2, 1, 2 together if you can. If not one, then the other. 2, 3, 4. So this one's for the front of our legs and the back. So again, in the gym, there's specific machines that focus on this. But it goes to show how you can replicate that environment using these resistance bands and work those muscles. So we've got a few more here. 9 and 10. Relax there, 20 seconds. How was that? How did you feel? Check back in. Do you need to make adjustments? Do you need to be further away from the door? Is the band the right colour? And we'll get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Halfway there. And relax. One last time. Here we go again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're over halfway. We're on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Relax. Carefully get to your feet again. Try not to trip over the band or whatnot. Again, another minute here. Still want those leg straps on. And we're going to do our abduction followed by our adduction. So the ab is when we're moving the outside leg out like this. So that's what we'll start off with first. Again, when you do it, you'll probably just need to turn around and untwist your feet. But I'm going to step over just so I'm not got my back. So I'm going to start by kicking out my right leg in 10 more seconds. 12, 12, you know the drill. Then we have our rest. Okie dokie. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Again, whether you tap down or not is up to you. It's not the biggest of movements. I'd rather you have that resistance than be lifting your leg very high. Again, if you need to hold on, please do. That's not the point of this exercise for balance. We've got that coming up later. So just a few more. And swapping over, I'm just going to step over here, but this time I'm working my left leg. $12 and 20 seconds here. Go back to that first leg. How are we all feeling? How's that? And here we go again. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Try not to lean away. I just did. And swapping over. That second leg, sorry. Halfway. Lovely stuff. We'll go one last time. So the abduction, abduction, is the outside of the leg. That's what we're trying to hit here. And we'll reverse it after this. So going again in 3, 2, 1. One last time. Nine, 10, 11, 12. And here we go again. Final time on the left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great work, guys. So, as I say, that was abduction, ab. We're now going to do adduction. So, for this one, the leg crosses over. So, for me, my left foot is coming in front of my right foot, and that's going to be on the inside of the leg. So, it's the same sort of sideways movement, but it's that inside foot coming over the outside foot rather than raising the outside foot. So we've got a few more seconds of our rest time left. Obviously, we didn't really need to change our leg straps or anything like that, our position, so we should be good to go in 3, 2, 1. 2. So coming right across that outside leg. Feeling it on the inside there. We're halfway. 9, 10, 11, 12, and flipping over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Relax there, 20 seconds, back to the original foot. Again, for you, you might just want to twist round. Just 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here we come, back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We just have one set to go. So 15 seconds. Halfway through our rest. Coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last set now, guys. Keep pushing to the end. Hopefully you're feeling it on the inside. If not, check back in. Do you need to stand further away from the door? What adjustments do you need to make? You definitely don't want to be on the lower end of that OmniRise spectrum, especially by week 6. $11 and 12, and back onto the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Relax there. So that's our leg ones. We're just going to finish off with our core as we usually do. So we're going to do bicycles, and again, you'll probably want your mat, but you can keep your legs stretched on if you want that extra resistance, or you can take them off. That same motion still applies, it will still work. So it's bringing your knees in and your opposite elbow. Your knees as if you're pedaling on a bike, and your opposite elbow to touch. So again, coming on down. If you're keeping your resistance bands attached to your knees, your ankles, sorry, you'll want the buckles at the front, and we've got 10 seconds of our rest, our minute rest, so I'll just demonstrate. That's the motion. If your ankles are attached, you might not want to use your arms, whatever works for you. Take your adaptation, but we'll get going. So it's that move, in and out. So we'll do 3 rounds of these. I think after the next round I might undo my ankle straps because I think they're hindering. But you could just do the legs. So keep going here. Just a few more. pedaling that bike. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to take my ankle straps off. You can come with me. You can carry on staying strapped in. I'm going to try and focus more on the opposite elbow to opposite knee motion, which is a bit more of a struggle with the ankle straps, I find. So we'll get ready to go again in 3, 2, 1. Some nice smooth movement. Halfway. And relax there. Just one final set to go, 20. Well, now 5 seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring this home. Keep going for as long as you can. If you need to take breaks, take breaks. One final core exercise today. As part of our working block, and we are going to bring in one as part of our flexibility as well. So almost there now. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, full body stretch, or hug your knees in and give your back a bit of a massage, rocking from side to side. So stretching that out, but staying here on the ground. So just give your wrists and ankles a bit of a twist, and then bring your feet in so that they are bent. You should be able to your fingertips can just brush against your heels. And we're going to do some glute bridges as part of our flexibility section. So we'll get going with those now. So we'll just do 3 sets of 12, lifting your hips up, holding that at the top, pushing as far as you can. If you want a little extra, you can clasp your hands underneath and really push up on your shoulder blades. This one's space stretching and strengthening our hips, all tying in with our lower body focus. But also, we're bringing our heart rate back down by this slow, controlled movement. So just 2 more. Little breather here. We'll go 3 more times. Twice more. So we'll come back in 3, 2, 1. 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Little breather, just 10 seconds or so. Come back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. One last time. Keep going. Nearly there now. 2, 1. And relax again. Full body stretch. So slowly coming back onto your sitting position. And for now, I want you to just flip over, but don't come up yet. We're going to do another some more flexibility whilst we're down here. So the first one, we're going to stretch out our hip flexor. So you can either have so I want your front leg bent, you can either have your back leg on also on the ground, or if you want that adaptation, bringing it up and just pushing forward in taking your weight forward. Then you can also open out by twisting out. And then reverse that, so straighten that front leg, raising your toes again if you want a little bit more, and just bending towards those toes. So swapping over, stepping through, again, leaning into that, pushing your weight forward, and opening up with the twist as well here if you want to, and reversing it, straightening that front leg, lifting your toes if you want to, and just feeling that there. So finally, before we come up to standing, we'll just take a stretch here, legs in a wide stance, leaning as far forward as we can. Walk your hands to one side. Can you touch your ankle, your foot, your calf, whatever, as far down as you can reach, and gradually walking your hands over to the other side, holding that there. Once more round, first side, and then the other, slowly coming on up. Rolling your shoulders, and we're going to just do a bit of our balance now. So we've done these before. They're the warrior poses inspired by yoga. So I'm going to step out with my right leg. Your left leg is going to carry on facing straight forward. Your right leg is going to point out to the side. Heels are in line. Want that nice big stretch. Again, your arms you'll probably want to bring up to shoulder height. Just looking down that front arm, that's going to be tracking your toes as well. And just lean towards that bent leg. Holding that here. And then we might drop our hand down. Again, we'll keep that leg bent for now. Our other hand raised in the air. Finally, you might want to straighten that. And then one final one, can you tip your weight onto that? Again, if you need to hold on to the floor, onto that front leg. That's our challenge for today. If you need to keep your hands down, that's fine, but just explore this here. Where can you take it? Can you take one hand off? Can you take both? Can you dive forward? Slowly coming down, and we'll just reverse that side. So left foot pointing out, right foot towards the front, heels in line, weight transferring into that left leg, hands are following that, looking towards those left fingertips and really bending into this today. Holding for here for a little while, dropping on down, right hand in the air, straightening that left leg. Again, another little hold here, and finally trying to take our weight over and stand on that one foot if we can, and seeing where we go with this today. Do you touch down? Can you lift your hands? Maybe one hand, maybe two, maybe we soar. Just holding this here for 5 more seconds. And slowly coming back down. Really great stuff. So please just march on through, shaking off everything we feel we might need to. Do some twisting, so twisting from around from one side to the other, like in the warm-up, that hip mobility, and just shaking everything out. So there we go. We've done it. Another session complete, session 17. So as per usual, please, please, please write this in your logbook, making a note of all of the important details, how you found it. So that was lower body focus. Next session will be upper body focus. So I would encourage you to attend that one if you can. But yeah, again, usual points, making a note, let me know any problems, injuries, that kind of thing. But great to see you today and see you next session. Thank you very much.